Get out of the way. Come on. Come on. People are about to be on here. I got to be outside when they come on here so I can talk. Mommy's trying to sleep. She don't feel good. Good boy. Yeah. I'm live right now. What's up? Oh, you need something, babe? Christy's sick. She don't feel good. She's been sick all morning. And Deezy. I didn't mean to start the live stream. I did, but I knew if I put it back down, then it wouldn't sound any notifications. So that's why I did this. So you've seen in the, what out here? You've seen in the thumbnail, NG found it. That is, come here. That is the camo of the new plastic Patriots. Thanks, NG, for showing that to people. So, all the plastic. What's up, T Black? How you doing, man? Did YouTube send you a notification? Because they ain't been liking me lately. I think when you have strikes, they say kick rocks on the notifications. But it's Plastic Patriot Day here in the U.S. So I should have named the damn video. Everybody's upset. Everybody mad about what's going on overseas. Everybody is being this dumbasses. Oh shit! If you're not willing to at least say how you feel right now, because you're afraid of provocateurs. I was accused of being a provocateur a minute ago. I seen you on Kaz's channel before. You're a provocateur. Okay, not to me. But like these dudes think like agents are watching them at all times. There's a line of that being suspicious or and then there becomes you're just a clown. When you follow somebody that never says anything out of the way, that leaves these long descriptive messages, and you're supposed to weed out, but you know what they're going to say. Like, they do these long messages talking about law-abiding citizens and good, peaceful, law-abiding citizens, and they say that like 3 or 4 times, and somewhere in there they say, but if somebody touches one of these peaceful, law-abiding citizens, then whatever they say. But they won't actually say it. Just fucking say it. If you are a badge-wearing clown and you mess with me, you're going to get shot in the face. Just say it. Why go through all the rest of the bullshit? Hey, Greg, what's up, man? Yeah, like YouTube's not on it today. Surely to God, there's more than 2 people not working besides me today. I don't know. It's pretty late in the day, though, ain't it? Kind of lost track of time. My answer that they did send this. Yeah, Christy said they've been blocking a lot of her things lately, too. I don't know what's going on with that. Like, I don't know what's going on with the notification stuff. It did send notice. Huh, that's weird. Odd. Odd that there's only 4 people here. Maybe everybody's busy today. Who knows? It's a nice day outside. But Randall, I love Randall. Randall's funnier than shit. If I can only be as funny as Randall, I might get somewhere. Oh, my bad, Greg. I'm sorry, man. But did you see the thing he sent of Gays and Gizmos? Like, come on, man. Like, I can't believe people are still buying the bullshit. That's my thing. It's like, how long do you got to get kicked in the nuts before you're like, ow? Hey, I don't like that. Especially when they're saying that they're giving you a kiss, and then they're kicking you in the nuts. You know what I mean? Come here and give me a hug, and then kick you in the balls. Come here and give me a hug, and then kick you in the balls. How long before you realize that, wait a second, the last 16 times he said he was going to give me a hug, he kicked me in the balls. Did I get lost? Sometimes I'll start talking and I can't see my screen, so I can't even see who's here sometimes. But I mean, people in general just amaze me, the way they act and shit. They're afraid to say nothing. You live in the freest country in the world where you're afraid to state how you feel and then your excuse becomes, well, they're going to come they'll come get me on my lonesome. Dude, listen, if you have any ounce of integrity in you, there's a good possibility tomorrow could be the day your card gets pulled. But to use all these descriptive messages and act like you're not some bootlicking bitch, um, just fucking, it blows my mind. Hey, Crazy Dave, what's up, dude? Hey, Caroline. It's a nice day here in Cincinnati. Hey, Caroline. You still ain't came up to see me. Don't know what you're waiting for. Just live right down the road. Uh, I was watching John Willis's live stream last night. I always catch his live streams. I don't do Facebook, but for him, I'll get on Facebook to watch him. And I know he starts when he starts them. He starts them at 10 o'clock my time, 9 o'clock his time. And he said in 6 weeks he thinks we'll be like Australia. And thinking about it, I mean, I don't really disagree with him that much. I mean, things are starting to buckle down. More people are throwing on the face diapers. Um, we now have multiple cities with mask mandates. Federal government's mandating vaxes for the military. Of course, people, I don't know. I think, I just don't know, man, about people anymore. I do. Like, that's part of the reason we're moving. There's a very small part of the population who wants anything that has to do with freedom. So, I talked about the Kilted Texan the other day. This dude that's a pro 2A, like he calls himself a patriot. I'm a patriot. I'm a patriot. I'm a patriot. My patriot friends, us patriots. Um, then he talks about the cops and blah 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 blah. How much he hates the cops. But then somebody does a burnout in front of his house and he calls the cops on him. Them videos that then posted, then is surprised when somebody disagrees with what he did and calls him out on his bullshit. Last night he always posts like random thoughts. Be like, it's like a random thought of the day or some shit. I don't know. He doesn't say that, but it's kind of like what it seems. And last night he was said something about Australians not having rights. I said they have every right that we do. So if you believe in rights, we have those rights. Why? Because we were born, because of the Creator, because of God, whatever reason you believe, because we were born. Let's just say that. All people are born. So all people have those same rights. Now, like Australia as an example, yeah, the people have the rights to do everything that we do. They just have fear instilled in them. That way they will not exercise those rights. He said, oh, so they got the right to carry a handgun down the road? He doesn't, and I tried to explain to him, you don't understand what a right is. But of course, everybody just knows everything. So they're unwilling to listen. And I don't really have the softest touch. I try not to sugarcoat shit just because I'm over the sugarcoating bullshit. I was nice long enough. If you were of the 10,000 people that I touched when I was being nice and sugarcoated, I'm glad you're around. For everybody else, I don't care. A cop posting a meme talking about getting the band back together from 1776. Like that just sums up, and having over 400,000 followers sums up where this country is, and it disgusts me. You're afraid, not you, but there's one particular person that had seen me on Cash from Fourth Dimensions channel, and they said that they thought I was a provocateur. Dude, I'm talking about when there's a time to shoot cops. Is there a time to shoot cops? The answer is yes. When they act like anybody else that you would shoot. Fixed fornication video. You got violence. Action down. I mean, it's just insanity, man. They have God-given rights, but the government is out of control, infringe on everything. Right, Cobain, right. And like people don't get that though. So the Kilted Texan, who is a patriot, ask him, he'll tell you. And like I don't dislike the dude, but I dislike that people are so quick to jump onto what they believe they fit into. So all these people say they're patriots, and I don't like what these people do, so I'm a patriot. And like the fact that you would call yourself a patriot says a lot to me. It says a ton to me. And like I always say, it's like me saying I'm a hero. And like if I said that, people would look at me like I was freaking retarded, and they would have every right to. And I see people that call themselves patriots the same way. Like I can't claim to be a patriot. My actions will dictate if that's what I am, and you'll be the judge of that shit. And this isn't 1776. This isn't the people that are against the British, against just two. We're against Britain. and we're going to fight for our freedom. It's not just those two groups. There's so many groups in this country, or not necessarily groups, but just factions of people. You know, these people over here, these people over here. I mean, like I said, I'm outside of this paradigm box. So there's the left and the right, and they're in a box, and they're all in the same box to me. They're all as much an enemy of my freedom and rights as the other one is. You know, the left openly states what they want to do. The right supports what they do unknowingly because they're ignorant of all things basic. How about freedom-loving Americans? I don't know, man. I don't know what. I mean, maybe. I just know I don't fit in with those plans. The patriot movement. You motherfucker, you dudes went on a tour of the Capitol because you're sheeple who follow. Like, if I'd been at the Capitol that day just walking by, I even told people not to go to that shit. But if I'd been walking by and I wanted to take a tour of the Capitol, or I wanted to stop them from confirming an election that I wasn't going to stop them from confirming, and I seen somebody breaking a window out, that would have been clue one that I'm not going to have any part of this. After that, when the cops started opening the doors, I would have thought about clue one. Wait a second, they're opening doors, but somebody broke a window out there. The first, yeah, I'm going to stay out here and watch what you all go in. Okay, I'll stay back here. That would have been me. People act like those people till today. Swear to God, today, people are still acting like those dudes are some kind of whatever. They went there for accountability. That's what I was told. To make those people accountable. Accountable for what? What do you want to be accountable for? The border? Okay. What about the governor of Texas, Arizona, New Mexico? Why ain't they accountable for the borders on their damn state? Their state line. Oh, because it's the federal government's problem. Yeah, okay. You go on and keep on believing that shit. Let me turn this vibrator off. It's going to keep going. Hang on one second. My bad. I always forget to turn the damn thing off. And now, and now, right before we're about to have tanks probably in the streets and shit, they have drummed up support for our military mysteriously by withdrawing from Afghanistan, causing a oh shit, human, causing a crisis. In the meantime, 13 Marines get killed, and now everybody's supporting the military again. Wide open support, just blanket support for, you know, it just like the fuckery is just fuckery. But that shit doesn't amaze me as much as the people. You will never hear me say anything about being law-abiding or any of that bullshit. Like you know, I'm sure that there are agents who get a phone call and say, "Hey, you need to watch this video," and they probably watch it. But to think that like people are just there's agents just trolling comment sections. I mean, that shit. Come on, guys. I mean, I've said some pretty dumb shit. I've said some shit that people would be considered crazy, and allegedly there has been federal agents ask about me at people's work from other YouTubers that I kind of trust. But it wasn't from one comment. It was because somebody called them and said, "Hey, like this dude's saying some shit." It wasn't from a comment section. I'm sure as shit not going to encrypt a message into a comment. But anyway, if you've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the new Plastic Patriot. This was designed by NG. Go check out NG's channel. This is the new pattern of camo for the Plastic Patriots. That way when they're sitting on their couches, we can't see them as we're walking by. See them through the windows. They'll match Grandma's couch. Yes, I used your Grandma's couch, NG. Holler. Shout out to NG. Thank you. Like I said, you found the new pattern of camo. All the dudes that are going to be sitting on the couch. We can't see them. Walking around looking like 1960s and shit. Remember Grandma's couch? My grandma used to have a couch just like that, man. That must have been the only couch they sold at that time. But like, I mean, when will you say what you want to say? How long are you going to live in fear? How much fear do you have in you? the more that they know that you're fearful of them, the more control they're going to try to take upon you, right? So if you're so fearful of these fuckers that you won't even say something, I find it truly hard to believe that you're going to do anything other than what you're told to do, especially when you use terms like law-abiding citizen, peaceful law-abiding citizen, multiple times in a comment. 3 times. And then try to convince me that I'm wrong when I say you're a bootlicking bitch. You won't do anything. The world's gone crazy, people. It ain't me. I ain't going crazy. It's everybody. What are you doing, DZ? I'm a good boy. I gotta go dump this out real quick because it's nasty. It's making me sick looking at it. Stay here. Stay. 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 It's gonna be loud for a second. I gotta dump these cigarette butts out because I don't smoke cigarettes and I don't like looking at it. I know that's weird, but here's what it is. Christy had her family over for a friend's birthday. So maybe I'm wrong for that. Maybe I'm just, I've seen a lot of people in my time. I've met a lot of people in my time, a lot of different kinds of people. I know a lot of people. And here's one thing I know. If you are unwilling to say what you will do, you're going to be unwilling to do what you say. If that makes sense. I mean, like you'll see the person that says shit about Australian cops, and then they're leaving encrypted messages about cops in the state. Come here, easy. Him a good boy. Him a good boy. Oh, him's your lover, not a fighter. Him's your lover. Him's a damn good coon dog. Go catch me a raccoon. Go. Skeet him. Skeet him. Skeet him. Skeet him. Skeet the raccoon. He's looking at me like I'm retarded. Talking about a raccoon. Measles, he don't like people. He's going to eat somebody. I gotta fix that. Let somebody come over and hang out so I can get him to like people. You can bark at him, but I get to tell you when to bite. Oh, I'm a good fat boy. Fearful. I'm going to take as many with me as I can. See, there you go. Where the hands are they going? And for who? Huh? Don't forget the plastic on it for the plastic patriots. Yeah, we're going to line it with a plastic liner. It's going to be awesome, dude. I bet we can sell. Listen, I bet if we could find those cats and get that pattern, I bet we could sell millions of yards of that shit. Millions. They it up. All blended into the couch and shit. We could probably, listen, we need to find the paint colors for that, the paint codes, and sell it as a camo can, as a camo set for their guns. We could plastic dip their guns in the shit. Cerakote it. What am I scrolling up to? Anyone else in the video? Tanks. Yeah, I seen that this morning, man. I think Stephen Crumley sent it to us. I think I've seen that video before, though, man. I would like to know that when that was filmed. I mean, there's tanks all over the country, and they're out in the desert in Arizona. That's where they take a lot of that shit that they do bring. If they do bring it back from the wars, that's where it goes out there, and it goes into like a boneyard out there. So I mean, there's thousands of M1 Abrams out there right now. I mean, you can get on Google Maps and see it. I mean, you can punch it in YouTube and see it, put in like tank graveyard or something like that, and you can learn all about it. So, like, I mean, it's not unheard of for tanks, especially tanks that have been out in the desert, to go out in the desert once again. They store planes out there because of the low humidity and shit. It's good for storing aluminum. Aluminum in human environments deteriorates, so that's why titanium. That's why they store all that shit out there. Then when it comes to just storing things, low humidity is best. Is why they store tanks and stuff like that out there, and then they'll use it for parts and stuff like that. Stand up. Which one? Stand up. It's my song. I'm thinking that maybe that was during Jane Helm. Maybe you'll start sewing them up, dude. You should. You should sew up a whole freaking ghillie suit like that. That'd be some funny shit. And we'll send it to Jared. I'll send one to Coda Boy. Here you go. Here's your camo for sitting on the couch. I couldn't tell if they were new or not. They may have been. I don't know. But I mean, like, it's not unheard of for that equipment to be going across the country. You know, I mean, if it's going to Afghanistan, it probably may. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what they're doing, man? Truth is that we don't know. If we knew, we could prepare. We can't prepare because we don't know. So you just prepare the best you can. And I always fall back to one thing when I'm talking about preparedness. There's one thing that trumps all other things. And some people agree and don't agree. I was talking about training this morning, preparing. And somebody jumped in and said, I have a friend who's a master prepper. She lost her job because the food she stored, she was able to make her bills for the rest of the year or something to that effect. I said, master prepper. And I kind of went through like the training thing, like how much training does she have? She's like, oh, she's got that covered. She has her CCP, carry concealed permit, I guess, and carries her revolver around in her purse. I said, yeah, lady, you just told me all I need to know. Somebody's going to take everything that she's saving right now. Everything's be so, brothers. They look like they're. Yeah, I mean, but like, right, but like, if you're talking about training and what you can do, whether it be like food, mindset's the most important tool that you have. But I think when it comes to like, if you're spending money on something, if I had $1,000 to spend on training or $1,000 to spend on food, and I had no training, the training would be more valuable than the food at that point. Like people have a false sense of security when it comes to firearms in this country. They believe because they have firearms. A good example of this, I'll tell you a good example of this is, and I don't watch this dude anymore, but I started watching him when he first got his channel on, like before he had 1,000 subs. Zombie Farmer. And I used to tell him all the time, like, dude, listen, somebody's just going to take your shit. I'm telling you, somebody's going to take your shit. I hit deer at 100 yards. Somebody used to tell me all the time. I swear to God, I did. I said, okay, you can hit deer at 100 yards. All right, that deer don't shoot back, buddy. Finally, somebody got through him along the way. Somebody got through to him along the way. I don't know who it was. I wasn't there, but somebody had sent me one of his videos, I don't know, a few weeks ago, and he was talking about training and shit. And before, he was making fun of people that train, like flat out making fun of people. I'm like, dude, you're gonna get wrecked if shit goes sideways. Like all these people that prepare, or these people that call for civil war, or these people that hope the grid goes down, you all are going to be wrecked when shit goes sideways. Shit ain't going to be fun. Everybody's going to be out for you. You're not just going to be protecting your shit from some guy that walks up at 3 in the afternoon while you're gardening. Travis sent me TLR Inc. sent me a video the other day that was really interesting, and I kind of knew the concept of it. I understood it before he had sent it, because we talked about like being able to go from point A to point B or whatever. But these people that have these fortifications, so you prep and you prepare and you put everything in your basement. What happens if you have to leave in a split second from that place? Or somebody just decides to wait you out. You know, you're on top of a mountain, you have your mansion full of food and all that shit. And at that point, it's a waiting game because you can't leave. You're not mobile. Land for the food and land for the training. Yeah, but I mean, like, you need professional training, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's practice, what you do on your land. Go get training so you know what to practice. It's worth every dollar of it. Every dollar of it. It's like, you know, like people that have concealed carry permits, man, I tell them all the time. Like, I get it. I understand that you went and you took this class and they gave you this little piece of paper that says you are, they gave you permission to carry a gun. Add stress in this situation or malfunction. You know, they teach you how to clear type 1, 1, 2, and 3 malfunctions in that class. And they look at you like you're cross-eyed, like, Type 1 and 2 and type 3 malfunctions. How do you clear a type 1, 2, or 3? What the fuck are you talking about? And you're like, yeah, exactly. Like the first gunfight that you're in, first you're not going to have time to say, can you hold on a second, please? Or ask the purse snatcher. Purse snatcher, stop let me get my gun out of here, and then you go ahead and you finish doing what you're doing. That's not going to happen. You don't get to choose when you're having a bad day when somebody attacks you. And then, in the first gunfight you're in, you're never going to be sitting. Well, I mean, I guess you could be. I guess you could be at the range and somebody fire from you at the 100-yard mark. But you're never going to be sitting at the range or standing at the range shooting a static target. You know what I mean? Like, I never used to understand all that shit. I carried a gun for like a year and a half before I ever went and got training. I'll never forget. The first day I was there, about 3 hours in, I'm like, I am the stupidest son of a bitch alive. I should have been carrying a rock. Like, I know a bunch of people that have, their concealed carry permits, and they say the same thing. When it comes to that concealed carry permit, and when it comes to training, you might as well carry a rock. It's a false sense of security. And a lot of people suffer from that shit, man. So we have two different types of people, mainly when it comes to like the patriot community, right? You have the ones that are the people I'm talking about that suffer that false sense of security because they own guns and ammo and have preps and shit. And then you have the other people on the other side who have the training and shit but are afraid to speak out. Oh, it's a big clusterfuck, man. Just let it burn. Somebody light a match and tell me where to throw the gas. Let it burn. Burn, baby, burn. I'm just curious what's going to happen if they start locking shit down and we're on the road. That'd be interesting. Gonna have to have a block car. I never thought I would live to see it. But now that I'm 40 years old, I'm not getting any younger. Every day I wake up, it hurts a little more than it did yesterday. It's like the shit's gonna get rolling. Let's get to it. Probably ain't got another 10 years left, and I ain't expecting it to believe the youngins. And that's all they really have to do. If they just get it past this generation of men without this generation of men doing something, so we're like 25 to 45 or 25 to 55, it's game over, man. So you figure what? Maybe another 20 years? And it's completely game over. The illusion of freedom is not even there any longer. And I hear people say, and I've said it too, but I've said it in a different way. And I didn't mean the same thing they meant. This was the peaceful, law-abiding citizen guy. If everybody stood in front of their house with their guns, with their rifles slung, in peaceful protest until the tyrants left, I said, yeah, you go ahead and do that, buddy. Because they listen to people who say nothing, or are afraid to say what they mean. It's an unfortunate truth. Government understands one thing: it's violence. And not all violence is bad. People act like it is. You start talking about hurting people, and people get all fucking tripped out of their minds and shit. But if you're not a dumbass, then there's no reason to hurt you. So why you tripping, dude? Is that right, DZD? They leave us alone. Won't start no shit. Won't be no shit, huh, DZ? Look at it. I'm such a pretty boy. Is that right, DZ? Tell him. He's like, kick rocks. I'm not talking to you. I wish you would see something so you guys could see how he acts. He's a killer. That's what we pray for, husband. What are we praying for? You people, yet. You people, yet. Yesterday, you got two. Hey, babe. I fill the truck up and I make it home. Yeah, no doubt, man. Like, if, especially in a big truck, you can make it home. There's no doubt in my mind. I mean, like, what are they going to put in front of you to stop you? As long as you had fuel in the tanks, what are they going to stop you? I mean, it depends. I guess it depends on what kind of truck you're in, too. Some of them are shitty built. If you're in, like, one of them old long-nosed Pete's, you can make it. We'll come get you, Greg. Let us know where you're at, if you can call us. If not, we'll come looking for you. Hopefully. I don't think it's going to go. I don't think anything's ever going to go down. In all honesty, I think it'll be just like what we know it'll be. It's going to be people who are the individuals are picked out, or the communities picked out, or the cults is picked out, and the government rains hell down on them. They're deemed criminals. I mean, look. I mean, people are still talking about Waco, like those dudes were criminals. What, 20 years later, 25 years later? Like the lie is so big, and the lie gets added to so much, people can't even keep up. I mean, people really still believe in the oath shit. Like it's so. I wish you guys could read some of the shit that I see every day, because when you read it, you're just like, how was I ever this dumb or this lost? A woman today was telling me how free she was, and how all these soldiers are responsible for our freedom, and then wants to know why I hate authority. I'm like, think about what you just said, you fucking come dumpster cognitive dissonance hoe. I didn't really say that to her. I felt like it though. You told me you were free and talk about authority in the same thing, but so by definition you're not free because you believe these people or this thing has authority over you. Their oaths are to the state. They only continue to prove that shit. Now I hate saying it, man, but the women, God Almighty, the dudes are bad. But when a woman jumps into the conversation, man, I tell you, it's the little brains is what it is. Women have small brains. That's John Willis. He'll tell you. He's an expert on this. All women have littler brains than men. And it's always some Barbara chick, too. It's always somebody named Barbara. Every time. Maybe barbers are just inherently dumb. I don't know. I wonder what's going on with the, how they're doing with the military mandatory vax, though. I had heard that there was 800,000 soldiers who hadn't gotten it yet. That doesn't mean they're not going to. It just means they hadn't yet. Like, what people say they will do, and then what they actually do it's easy to say no. For a lot of people, it's hard to say no when the consequences are at the end of saying no, saying that sentence. No is a sentence, right? Some people don't know that. The word no alone is a sentence. Do you like me? Nope. Nope. No. But saying no is the problem. Anybody can say no. Just like anybody can talk that rah-rah shit. It's seeing them do it when the consequences are right in front of them is the thing. Like when you know that you're about to die, or you're going to continue to fight. Or you're going to fight. Because you'll probably know you're about to die before you fight. We're all disgraceful. Each and every last one of us. We sit around and watch it happen. Most because of fear. The other part because they know that nothing will happen. There's no kind of movement. I mean, look at Sean Rowe. I cannot believe those dudes who are so pro-military have not even talked about that kid, man. Kid, he was my age. He was 38. Say what you want about those Afghans, but they're not afraid to fight. No, and they're not afraid to die because they believe in their God, man. I've talked about that the past couple days. You can't defeat people who actually believe when they die they're going to a better place. Because here's the options. They kill you and they win. You kill them and they win. Either way, they win. So the only way to actually beat them is to completely wipe them out, destroy them all, right? The only way to do that is to make places a sheet of glass. Or just go in there and kill everybody. Like I said, until the one little Afghan comes out of the cave, waving his little white flag, surrender flag. I can see it now. The hand sticking up out of the cave, out in the desert, right behind the poppy field, next to the mud compound. They happen to have M1 Abrams sitting in the middle of it. But that'll never happen because that ends wars. Nuclear bombs end wars. So in our lifetimes, we'll probably never see a nuclear bomb again. War is too profitable. Too many people make billions from war. As your kids die, they're willing to send your kids in there so they can make money, but they're not willing to send their own kids. And that isn't because they had a scholarship to college or all this other bullshit. It's because they know what's going to happen. They know there's a very high probability that either A, you're going to die, B, you're going to come back with your head in the wrong place all fucked up. So why not just send other kids if you have the power to? I can send you to go fight this war. I'm going to make billions. You think you're a hero because I told everybody you're a hero and you're a patriot and all this other bullshit. And everybody's happy. Unless, of course, you die. Then your family's kind of pissed off. But we'll call them Gold Star families. We'll fly them out to get your body. We'll let them shake the president's hand. And we'll send them back off and forget about them, too. Put them on a plaque somewhere. Where's all the gold stars for the families for all the people that have been killed in this country by in a fight with the military, with the prison industrial complex or the military industrial complex that exists right here at home, the policing force. Yep, you're right, Haywood. How you doing, Tech T? Violence of action? Maybe. Yeah, I mean, if you move first, the problem with that is that you can't. I mean, you can, but it never happened in this country. Not that I mean, like, I don't want violence, man. I just want to be left alone. But I don't see anybody leaving me alone. It's just not happening. I've just seen 2 cops drive by since I've been sitting my fat ass out here. To me, that is not being left alone. I shouldn't even have to see the enemy driving down the road. When there's no more cops, then I will say, okay, I'm being left alone. There's not government agents out stalking the streets looking for citizens to oppress. I mean, their very existence is an oppression. You will do as you're told or else. I don't know, man. It's just, I'm disgusted with this country. I truly am. I'm disgusted with what's happened over the last 2 years. I'm disgusted that people act like this is the new normal. I'm disgusted that people accepted it. I'm disgusted at business owners who complied. I'm disgusted at people who fucking fell in line. I'm disgusted at the medical industry who's helping out. I'm just disgusted with all of it. And I don't think I'm the only one that feels that way. I think there's a lot of people that are, but we're so spread out. How many acres of lands in the United States? And what is it? 3,000 miles coast to coast? 3,200 miles? You figure there's about 20 of us who's serious? So I said we all just need to move to some place, some county, some state. Just start over. Try to spread the message of liberty, as Justin would say. I don't know. But at least say how you feel, man. At least let them know, you know. Peaceful, law-abiding citizen. That shit makes me so sick. Why don't you just say you're a dick-sucking bootlicker? That's what when I read that, that's what I honestly, it computes to in my brain. Even though the letters are there, and I can sound them out. Peaceful, that equals dick sucker. Law-abiding citizen. Bootlicker. Is that right? You tell him, Diesel. Here, buddy. Him's such a good boy. Him's so pretty too. He's got brown in his black and white fur. Him's a lover. Him don't look at him. Look at him. Say hi. Say hi, Diesel. See his pretty brown in his face. He's such a pretty boy. He's a good boy. Tell him what you do to him, Diesel. Tell him. You bite him, won't you? Tell him. Tell him the truth. Are you talking? Okay. He's a good boy. That's right, Daddy. I didn't tell you to talk, did I? I said tell him, but I didn't say talk. He's a good boy. He's a damn good coon dog. He's a good coon dog. Go get that damn coon. Go get that rabbit. Go get that rabbit. He said there is no rabbit. They fly in circles every day, all day over my house in small planes, small town. Hey man, I've heard other people saying that lately. Law abiding seem to be felons. Yeah, that's some funny shit too. Oh my God, they're gonna make us all felons overnight, and they cannot stand. They cannot stand when I say make you a felon overnight. No. You will be a criminal overnight because you're not complying, but you'll comply. If you are still claiming to be law-abiding today, you will be complying tomorrow. And that shit amazes me too. They still buy the felon bullshit. Oh my God, the scary felon, he don't need firearms. He can't have firearms. Scary felon. But you just said they're going to make you a felon. Oh yeah, but that's different. How's it different? It's not different. It's different in their mind because it's them. It's the same as I don't care about what doesn't affect me bullshit. You know, it's like the same mentality that allows them to believe that. You know, Code Boy 32, man, like, he does not believe people have rights. Like, he said it to me himself. There are people that we should not allow to have firearms. We, meaning the majority. Allow, meaning they don't have rights. It's a privilege. Yet, people act as if he is a leader of some kind when it comes to the fight of oppression. We're fighting oppression. I said coon, not a damn ant. He's chasing his ant around out here. Diesel's right here. Get the ant. Get it. Get it. Right there it is. Get it. Eat it. Eat that ant. Show who's boss. He's a good boy. Damn fucking good rabbit dog. Go get the rabbits. Go get the skunk. He said kick rock. You got 3,000 rounds of 5.56 for $1,095. Sweet, dude. I got you, bro. I got you. I appreciate the offer. That's mine, Angry Fishing. I'm taking that offer. Thank you so much. We're locked in. Lock it in. Lock it in. We're locked in. Good looking out. I appreciate you. What is it though, Angry Fishing? Who made it? What kind of ammo is it? Like I got my cousin from Idaho moving down here 6 miles away. Oh yeah. Where you live at Haywood? I know you told me this, man. Johnson City? No. Hey, you get your damn fingers out of my Kool-Aid, Greg Black. That's my ammo he's got. He just sold that to me. All Fort Worth. I text you at link. Like, well, no. We're not talking about links. You just sold me 3,000 rounds of ammo for $1,000. That was the deal we just made. You said I have 3,000 rounds of ammo for $1,000. That's what I read. We're locked in, bro. Dude, I'm poor. I just sold my house. Take T. I got 3,000 rounds of 5.56. Yeah, I got 3,000 rounds of 5.56 for $1,095. That means I got 3,000 rounds of 5.56 for, meaning it's for sale, $1,095. Like I said, it's locked in, bro. You can't back out. This is where we disagree. What are you talking about? You just sold it to me. I thought we talked about this already. I can't afford shit right now. Give me a couple weeks. My wife can afford stuff. Got to get her away from makeup. Green tip. Who made it? Who made it though? What's the manufacturer? What's up, Kicks 250 Monster? He's such a pretty dog. Every time my dogs are around me, I can't help but pet him. I don't know why. The coats are so pretty. Oh, he's a pretty doggy. He's a pretty fat boy. What's that, Diesel? What's up, Moto? I'll buy it for you, Freedom. Fuck. Yeah. Get away. Get away. Damn, bees got me. Holy shit. I don't like bees. I don't mind them, but I don't fucking get stung. Now, I got it. I broke down today because it was the first of the month, and I kind of did something. I was kind of against it at first, and I was like, you know what? I justified it because it was for the channel. I'll wind up putting it back anyway. But oh yeah, unemployment ended in Ohio today. For all the people that they said you have however many weeks of pandemic unemployment, they ended it today for everybody, or the 4th for everybody. Is that today? What is today? Today's the 1st. What is today? Wednesday? Dude, I'm lost. What is this? Holy shit. Yes, it is Wednesday. The Thursday's okay, this is the last week, the 4th. But they ended that shit, which I think is shitty because there's people that still, like in their line of work can't get a job. There's a lot of low-paying jobs available. But, I actually started calling around a few weeks ago about a job, and I had one interview, but I knew I wasn't going to get that job because of my record, because you got to have a clean record 7 years at some places like I applied at. I just kind of applied for practice. But we're getting ready to leave. We're going to be leaving here in a couple of weeks, so I can go to work for a couple of weeks, I guess. I need to, just for the practice, to be honest with you. I don't know. I might. But yeah, Angry Fishing sends me a link. All the good shit's when I'm broke, you know what I mean? That always happens to me. Whenever I'm broke, guaranteed there's going to be a sale. AIM Surplus right now has nickel boron coated. Will you get chewing on? No. Give that to Daddy. Fine. Who did that? Who did it? Who did this, Deezy? Hey, Deezy. Ball cap. Who did this? Like he's running inside. Hey, who did this? Did you do that? Who did it? It's okay. It's okay. Come on, let's go find something for you to chew on. Come here. Here. Got a basketball for you. Here. This was the first thing I ever built when I started welding. This damn fire pit. That thing will be here until my great great grandkids are in the ground. This thing will still be here. Made out of 1/8-inch plate. It's heavy as hell too, man. Jesus. Oh, that's how every time I'm broke, man, all the sales happen. Or you run into something that you need. Like I said, if you need that bulk carrier group, AIM Surplus has the nickel boron coated bulk carrier groups for $119, something like that. I was going to post a link, but last time I did that, I got in trouble. So we're not allowed to post the links. They said not for gun parts. Oh, him's a killer. Him's a killer. In regard his dad. Should ask you first, Dave. Christmas is close. Federal notifies 6 ball brass, $1,000 That's a good deal, man. If you buy more, you can discount trigger market conditions. That's a good. I wish I had about 3,000 rounds of it. I'd be a happy camper. But I don't. Balls itch, sorry. Can show you. Chose not to. Just thought I'd tell you about it. But there's been a lot of stuff coming back on the market lately. That Russian shit, I don't think, from what I've seen, the 7.62 shit has, obviously went off the shelves because that's a major player in the Russian game. Which I don't even think it's really going to hurt anything because a lot of that ammo is assembled in Ukraine. Like for Wolf and Tula. I know they have plants in Ukraine, so I don't know how much it's even going to affect what's going on over here, if it does at all. It may, though. Next thing there'll be I don't know, dude. Our government's just so screwed up. It is. It's all because of all the taxation and shit. You know, we're supposed to have no taxation. Um, all the only taxes that are really supposed to be paid are import and export taxes, so like tariffs, and that applies to everything, whether that be in and out of the state, in and out of the country, whatever. And that our government's supposed to be based off of that. How big our government can be, which would keep it really small, because nobody wants to be taxed, right? If I'm not there to represent myself, I'm not being represented. Taxation without representation. But they don't care what's constitutional or legal or moral or none of that shit. They pass through laws so they can get richer. Cops enforce those laws. They've now indoctrinated people to believe that the cops are their friends. And it's just a big circle of fuckery, is what it is, to be honest with you. Is that right? Well, you got a big old scab on your neck. Can you bit or something? Jesus Christ, buddy. You okay? That hurt? There's your Maine Coon dog, I'm telling you. Don't worry about AGT. You got to deal with Diesel when you come to my house. Oh, I'm a good boy. Oh, I'm a good boy. Let me know when you get materials on the job for me. I thought Wolf was made in Poland. So it could be wrong. It may be. I know they have a plant in Ukraine. She is sicker than friggin' hell, Greg Black. Sicker than hell, man. Like, do you remember us talking about the days, like, she'll just wake up and be sick? Today was one of those days. She woke me up at 6:30 this morning, puking in the garbage can. I can build decks. Did you ever get my email? I don't know. Did I answer all emails back, so if I didn't answer you, what was it about, Haywood? What's up, Red Reaper? If you guys aren't listening to Red Reaper's live streams, you should. He's being majorly suppressed by the algorithm. Yeah, I know. I know she does, man. I told her today to go to the doctor, and she wouldn't. I should have replied to you, man. If I didn't reply to you, that means I didn't get it. So email it to me again, please. Sometimes, I don't know, something happens, I don't get emails. It's probably something I'm doing for sure. Yeah, I feel better, man. I have some fish mocks, so I started taking it. And I woke up this morning feeling fine. So I just took it again this morning. And I'll take it again tomorrow. And take it again for a couple more days and see what happens. Yeah, thank you, Greg. I'll tell her when I go in there. She definitely has something wrong with her. I mean, it's happening all the time. Like, she will just wake up being deathly ill all day long. Laying in bed all day. Did y'all catch the AIDS? No, we didn't catch the damn AIDS. Christy been getting sick lately for about the past 6 months, just randomly. She'll randomly just wake up and be sick as a dog all day long. Fuck no, she ain't pregnant. You don't even have sex. What are you talking about? How does she get pregnant? We're old. People want to have sex. Ew. Yeah, I hope she feels better. I try to help her out, but like she's been sleeping all day, so I'm just gonna leave her sleep, and I'm gonna wake her up and ask her if she needs something. She actually woke up and I walked out of the room a minute ago when I first started this, and she asked what she needed. She said, "Oh, nothing, I'm back to bed." So, I don't know, but I posted some videos on my starting the move on Freedom Mix Show, just about like this house over here. I think they spent, I want to say they spent like 25 or 30 grand on this house. I forget the number. It was a bunch of money. I remember thinking, you're retarded. Because they remodeled the whole thing, new roof on with three-dimensional shingles, and replaced all the plywood on the other side of the roof. Redid the bathrooms, everything in the bathrooms. There's a bath and a half. Redid the entire kitchen, redid all the floors. Professional painters for the whole house. They redid all the baseboard, all the crown mold in the kitchen. And they lost money by doing that because they was expecting to raise the value of it. It doesn't. The houses sell for what they sell for. If they would have kept the house the same, I bet they would have not. I bet it would have sold for at least $5,000 within the price that it sold for. So, like in our house, we just did all the cosmetic shit, painted everything, put some baseboard down that needs to be changed out. Obviously, the kitchen, we did that. Matt helped me with that, and we put some money into it. I stopped counting right at about $12,000. So probably about 15-ish total. Um, Maybe not though, because I was buying some other shit at the time too. I'm just counting everything I bought this time. Probably about 10 or 12 grand. We wouldn't have got them if we would have remodeled the kitchen and the bathrooms. If we wasn't getting that money back, if we would have put new carpet in, we wasn't getting that money back. So I didn't do all that stuff, and in the end, it paid off. We're waiting on the appraisal to come back now. It shouldn't have any problems. The guy asked me, I don't know if it's normal, but he asked me what it needed to appraise for. I told him. I should have told him higher. Um, but there's a house just like mine, identical to mine, the same house over there. They're trying to sell for $209,000 because they remodeled it and they're trying to get that money back out of it. It's just not going to happen. I mean, home values are up right now. Actually, they're not. They're overinflated. This is at most a $90,000 house, and it just sold. It just sold for. I wouldn't even say that. This house, my mom paid like $70,000 for this house 8 years ago. The only thing that's been done to it is what I've done to it. Nothing else has been done to it. Nothing. Zilch, nothing. The grass has been mowed. That's it. You can't tell me that home values have went up over 100% in 8 years. You can't tell me that. No shit. Anything no puke. Ingested too much of anything, no puke. Once a month. If you're just chilling with the kids outside doing some yard work, I'll listen to you on the boombox. No shit, I'm on a boombox. The neighbors can hear me. Holy hell. I don't know. I really don't have anything else to talk about. But anyway, if you're planning on selling your place, which all of you should be because we're all moving to this place in this county, in this state, and we're going to be there, and then we're going to make everybody else, we're not going to make everybody else, we're going to teach everybody else around us what freedom is, and they're going to love freedom too, and then we're going to abolish the police, then we're going to run for, have one of us be a sheriff, the other people are going to run for city council, then we're going to run for a congressional seat after we get about 4 or 5 counties under our belt. Then we're going to go into the House of Representatives and we're going to fuck them up. That's the plan. Beat them at their own game. Which never works. It's a better option than the other option, though. For everybody. But to think that tyrants are just going to leave. Dude, like people have lost their damn minds. Like people are smoking. Everybody smokes crack now, guys. Everybody. See, I told you. Killer. Get him, killer. Kill, killer. Come here, Diesel. That's okay. No. Hey. Hey, I see him. Good boy. I was, like I look for stuff for the prices of things all the time. Don't know why. I'm just window shopping, right? So I put in mall. I was looking for a mall. They're usually about $2,700. They were about $2,500 2 years ago, about $2,700 now if you can find them new. So the only one I could find that was for sale was on eBay. Used. $8,000. $8,000. Like people like that deserve to be robbed. Like really, he deserves it. If he gets robbed, he will deserve it. Everything they take. Hey, Diesel. Hey, I told you I seen him. Quit. Good boy. Good boy. That's a good boy. Good Deezy. Come here. Come here. Come here, my fat thing. Come here. He's a good boy. Come here. That's a damn good hound dog. Him is. That right there is a red bone doggy. Him's a red. No, he's a. What they call? What's the ones that chase animals around? What breed's that? Not the shepherds. The other ones. The blue. You can be any kind of dog you want to be. You're American Bulldog for all I care. I love you. I'll make fun of my red bone. A healer. That's what it is. Damn blue healer. Give blue healer. Look at him. Look at that blue healer. There's a damn big ass fucking coon dog, red blue healer, raccoon chasing bastard. Get him. Get him. Oh, he found his basketball. He's supposed to be Cane Corso and Australian Shepherd. I don't buy it though. I call bullshit. Tell him. Tell him what you are. Tell him what you are. You got something in your eye. Let me get out of your eye. There we go. I got it. What you smelling? What's that? What's that? See how pretty his face is? He's got little brown patches in his black, and it makes him look so beautiful. He's a blue healer. He's gonna be chasing cattle pretty soon, and goats. You're gonna hurt all the goats. Oh, look, he loves his daddy. Oh, he loves his daddy. Let me get my lap. Oh, come on, come on, get her. Come on, come on. He's like, you're crazy. Come on, come on, come on, come on, jump over here. Come on, come on. Oh, he's busted my lip. Here's a good boy. You're a little big for a lap dog, though. What do you smell? What do you smell? Huh? He's busting my lip. I'm bleeding. I can taste it. All right, you gotta get down now. Okay. You gonna lay there? What is that? What is that? You gonna get it? You gonna bark? I got a lab right on. No, he's not really a blue healer. I'm just bullshitting. Quit licking your balls. I can't do that. Get down. You're not licking your balls in my lap. You're pecker, damn red rocket. Get away. Nasty pervert. I don't want to do no kisses now. Ew, sicko. I guess I'd do it too, though, if I could. Yeah, I love my dog. I love dogs, period, man. I'm a dog dude. I love them. Chrissy said we were getting them at first. I was like, no. Because, you know, we had a bad experience with the dog, and she wanted me to get rid of him, and then I wouldn't get rid of him. Then he tried to eat me. So, like, I didn't want to deal with that again, you know what I mean? And she convinced me that these two were from a, you know, had a good mom and dad that were, you know, tame. And so I said, okay. And now we get them here, and our girl dog likes to mess with the boy dog. So the boy dog, like, gets tired. He just don't want to be messed with by anybody. So he'll growl and shit. I don't think he'd ever bite anybody, but, you know, he'll be laying there and you get to pet him. He's like, "Arr," and then you show him who the boss is and he stops. But as long as he ain't tired, he's fine. As long as he don't growl at the kids. Because I'd kill him? I would. I would. I'd stab him right in the neck. Yes, I would. You have no idea what I'm saying, do you? As I'm telling you, I love you. I wouldn't stab you in the neck. I love you too much. I'd yell at the kids for letting you bite them. That's what I'd do. Hello, ladies. About 700 terriers average appear on a rescue site down here in Texas. If I had the funds, I'd get property and make my own rescue center. No shit, 700? See, that's a shame, man, that people don't take care of those dogs. I love any kind of terrier, especially like American Staffordshire Terriers. They're great dogs, dude. Like, but there's people have inbred them and shit. And it fucking wires them wrong. Gotti was huge. He was I forget what bloodline he was supposed to be, but he was wired wrong, man. Great dog until the second he wasn't, and it caused people to get hurt. Mostly me, because I was always one to mess with him. It's nice to be able to, man, dude, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you selling me all that ammo like that. That was awesome of you, Angry Fishing. People don't normally do that. I bet it is nice to be able to do that. You're a good man. You'll stick with your wiener. This is a family-friendly show, Greg. Your wiener Meyer. They're buying pups I adopted from Bull Terrier Rescues. Yeah, that's cool, man. We didn't buy these guys. We got them for free. I don't want a dog I have to buy. You know what I mean? I didn't buy my kids. I really don't want to buy my dog. I try to take care of things that I buy better than things that are given to me, right? Because I had to work for them, you know. So I won't want to be treating my dogs better than my kids. I wouldn't do that. I'm only kidding. That's why I get them. People always dump them because they can't handle their energy. Yeah, and you're right. Those dogs have a lot of energy. They need space to run. Like these people want to buy these, you know, these terriers and keep them cooped up in the apartment, and then try to make them showpieces so they can be cool walking to UDF while they're on their cell phone and shit. It makes no sense to me. Well, I see it around here too, man. There's a apartment complex over here. They got a bunch. There's a couple of guys that got some really good-looking dogs, but they don't get to do anything. They don't get to go out and run or run in the backyard or whatever. Even my mom's dog, Sugar, I feel bad because Sugar doesn't have the yard to run in now. You know, she used to be able to come out here and run. But my mom needs her, man. My mom, you know, that dog. I think that dog really helped my mom get better after she hurt herself after she bumped her head. They won't live long enough. Yeah, I know. Just the opposite of a wife. You know what I mean? Don't like crazy. This spreads like fleas because they're not fixed. Meanwhile, people with $250 cable bills watching CNN and Fox all day can't even at least get him fixed. Yeah, I know, right? We need to get him fixed, man. I haven't had the money to get him fixed. That's the only reason we haven't got him fixed. As soon as I do get the money, he will be getting fixed. Just because, you know, they're just easier to handle. I hate cutting their balls off, though. You know what I mean? I feel like, how would I like it if somebody came and took me somewhere and had my nuts cut off? I remember seeing Gotti. I got Gotti on video the first time he realized his balls were gone. Because I didn't get him clipped until he was over a year old. Then you should have seen it. He started to lick himself and he realized his nuts wasn't there and he looked right at me like, funniest shit ever, man. I got it on video. Funnier than hell. I still got it. Well, Mojo said the worst part about having a dog is they don't live long enough. Oh, yeah, I know. It's just the opposite of a wife. Wives live too long. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go too, man. I know it ain't funny. I'm only messing around. Rubber banding balls. Oh, yeah, and like, yeah, I just kind of feel, hey, Steve, what's up? This dog is $7 on Royal Yorker. Yeah, like, I just, you know, there's just something ain't right about it. A man cutting another man's balls off, you know? I don't know. I don't feel good about it at all. When we got Gotti done, it took me forever. Greg! Yeah, see you, Greg. Be careful, man. Call me later, husband. Call me later, husband. Call me later, husband. Later, husband. That was bad. I'll never have my post neuters mutilated. Yeah, I know, man. Like, I get it, and that's how I feel. But I mean, we have a male and a female, so they're brother and sister, so somebody has to get fixed. Know what I'm saying? Somebody got to get it. Guys, I'm going to jump off here. You all stay safe for real. And, dude, we should be out of here in a couple of weeks. A couple of 3 weeks. I'm going to try to have the closing before the 16th. Kind of worried, but, you know, I'm not. It'll be fun. They kick and squirm like crazy during the surgery. I bet they do. I'd kick and squirm too if I was getting my balls cut off. They shouldn't even offer that service, bastards. Alright, y'all. We will see y'all later. Stay safe.